Welcome to Fayette County Youth Sports on WCHC TV. Presented in part by Liella Lanes and Amore Pizzeria, Summers Funeral Home, Great Oaks Career Campuses, the Fayette County Public Health Department, Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse, M&M Fasteners and M&M Turf, S&D Family Tire and Auto, Kirk's Furniture, the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission, and Epifano McDonald's of Fayette County and Jamestown. Stick around after the game for the Epifano McDonald's post-game show.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Gavin Kaufman.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Washington Courthouse, where we're going to try again. The weather is cooperating tonight, but we got youth baseball at Fayette County, as it'll be the Huntington Huntsmen coming into the contest with an overall record of 10 wins and 8 losses, and we'll be taking on the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions, who come in with a record of 6 wins and 7 losses. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineup and get this one started back in 60 right here on WCHC.
Is your child transitioning from an infant seat to a convertible seat, or from a convertible to a booster seat? Is your family income eligible for WIC? Help Me Grow has a limited number of car seats available at no cost to families that live in Fayette County. A certified child passenger safety technician will teach you how to properly use the car seat for your child and how to correctly install the seat in your vehicle. This program is available to primary caregivers who cannot afford a safe seat for their child. Limit of 1 seat per child. Call Help Me Grow at 740-335-5111 to see if you qualify today.
As a U.S. veteran, you have serviced your country well. Now it's time to let us serve you. The Fayette County Veterans Service Commission provides free assistance for both veterans and their families. To learn more about the services we provide, please give us a call at 740-335-1610.
We're back here now as we're about ready to get this one underway. Again, the Huntsmen of Huntington, members of the Scioto Valley Conference. They will be coming into the contest, as we mentioned, 10 and 8 overall. And I believe they are 6 and 7 in the SVC. That's the one thing I forgot to write down what their league record. I know they got one more game left. I do know that. Anyway, here's their starting lineups we've been given to us by Coach Chad Carroll. Leading things off will be the Seth Throckmorton. Batting second will be Seth is the catcher. Next will be Troy McDonald, the center fielder. And batting next will be the left fielder, Dalton Jordan. Following him in the batting order will be the pitcher, Braden Elliott. Batting fifth will be the catcher, Landon Lowry. I think we had Seth playing catcher. He's a shortstop. Apologize for that. Frankie Hirsch will be the third baseman. He will bat sixth. Alex Long, the second baseman, bats seventh. Carson Smith, the first baseman, but he'll be DH by Cole Baer. And wrapping up the lineup will be Gabe Beardsley, who is the right fielder. So again, it'll be Throckmorton at short, McDonald in center, Jordan in left, Elliott on the mound, Lowry catching. At third, Hirsch. It's second, Long, DHing Barr, and Beardsley in right field. Logan Clevenger will be batting today for Washington Courthouse as Coach Agel's trying to stretch his main starters out that's done a lot of extra work for the last couple weeks and try to give some of these young people a little extra pitching performances because you never know what's going to happen with tournament time coming up. Logan Crape last night had a big win over at Westfall, and now it's Logan's turn. And the first pitch to him is for a ball. Throckmorton is one of the 8 seniors that Huntington has on their roster. 2-0 count. Unofficially hitting .359 for the season, 5 doubles, a triple, and homer and 11 RBIs. Called strike at the knees. I've got Throckmorton having a big home run. A 2-run shot was a walk-off win against Greenfield earlier this season. Next pitch, just missed outside for a ball. We got a 3-1 count to the batter. Throckmorton. McDonald is on deck. Comes a righty with the delivery. Missed outside, ball 4. So Throckmorton will draw the opening walk, and that will bring up Troy McDonald. McDonald's a freshman, batting .375, 4 doubles, and a triple, and 8 RBIs. Huntington 10-8 overall, 6-7 in the SVC. That pitch is outside for a ball. And one of the things you don't want to happen is you don't want Clevenger getting all wild here in the opening going, because then you're going to have to start making maybe some changes or something. That's another ball outside. So he lost the opening batter, Throckmorton, 4-1. He's down 2-0 in this count. Needs a strike in a big way. Swung on a miss. Fouled off. So 2-1 count to the batter. Jordan is on deck for Huntington. Right-hander with the delivery. Runner goes. Kaufman throws down to short. Will not be in time, so a stolen base for Throckmorton. And runs the count to another 3-1. Still like it wasn't the other night. We've had, 2 or 3 straight games where it seems like 2-2's the count all the time. We started to do the Circleville game here a week ago Friday, and it rained and it was called in the 4th, and it seemed like that's about all we had was 2-2. And then the other night we had Jackson and Trace playing each other, and the pitchers both went 2-2 a lot on the batters. So runner at second. Comes the delivery and a ball 4. So the first 2 batters have gotten on via the base. And with 2 on and no out, that will bring up Jordan. Matthew is the left fielder, another of the senior members for Huntington. Another right-handed batter. First pitch. Kaufman having problems bringing it in. So the runners will advance on the wild pitch. And so now we got runners in scoring position and still no outs. Delivered. Outside, ball 2. Matthew unofficially batting .357, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, and 12 RBIs, leading the team in that category. Just one ahead of Throckmorton. These are kind of unofficial stats, but they're close enough that you can get an idea. Swung on a miss. Finally, Logan's able to get a good pitch across. Got it around the knee area, and runs count to 2-1. Big lead at second. That call the inside corner. Good pitch again by Clevenger. And now is even to count it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one's inside for a ball. Kind of took off on a little bit in the inside corner. So we got a full count. No out. 2 men already on for Huntington as we're in the top of the first inning in this non-conference contest. That one swung on and hit down the third base line. So it stays at 3-2. Courthouse comes into the game with a 3-game winning streak. They beat Hillsboro. They started on Thursday night. Game was suspended, so they came back here on Friday, finished it up 4-1, and then won 3-0. And then, of course, last night traveled over to Westfall in the rain and was able to come up with a big win there. This one swung on and coming on strong. Miller can't quite get to it. One comes in, and that's going to be it. So a single to center by Jordan, give him an RBI, and that makes it 1-0. And going to third will be McDonald. So Miller was trying to go to it and try to get to it, but unfortunately kind of tailed off at the very end and fell short. Now bring up the pitcher, Braden Elliott. So we got runners on the corners. Still no out. Ball 1. Elliott and Andrew Oyers, the 2 starters for Huntington. Quick throw, and I think Kaufman wanted to throw it down to second, and Logan jumped up and caught it in midair, and it's like, I don't know if I should have done that or not. So another stolen base for Huntington. So Jordan's at second, McDonald's at third with 1 run in. Comes down low for a ball. 2-1 count. Elliott unofficially batting .268, third on the team in RBIs with 10. As we mentioned, he'll be pitching tonight for Huntington. Swung on, that's fouled out of play. I've got him and Oyer unofficially with 4 wins apiece from the stats that I've been able to collect. So Elliott will step back in. Here comes delivery. Again, fouled, out of play. Stays at 2-2. Catcher Lowry will be on deck. Thanks for joining us tonight for our broadcast of Fayette County Youth Baseball. This will be our regular season finale with this contest here. Swung on and missed. This one is sharply hit to left field. One run will come in easily to score. A solid shot to left field by Elliott. And that brings in another run, that being McDonald. And all of a sudden now it's 2-0 in favor of Huntington. Jordan will be at third base. So back-to-back RBI singles to the outfield. And that'll bring up the catcher for the Huntington team, Landon Lowry, a sophomore. And again, first four batters, no outs. This one swung on. Well, there's one. Throws wide to the right. Run will score. We did get at least an out there, that being Elliott out 6-4, so there's one down. Lowry will reach on a throwing error. And that makes it now score 3-0. Lowry will pick up the RBI. And I'll bring up Frankie Hirsch. Hirsch, another sophomore, 2 doubles, 6 RBIs, batting around 300 this season. First pitch outside for a ball. So we got one away, runner first, and already 3 runs in. Down low, outside. Folks who are familiar with Ross County have heard the Hirsch family markets down around Chillicothe. I'm wondering if this young man might be one of the relatives to them. They've been down there for years. Chain up, throw down to short, and Aiden Osborne got the tag. Good play there. 2-6, 2 down. Good play there. Aiden got a good tag on the play at second base, and with that 3-0 count, Hirsch will step back in. Well, it takes a little pressure off of you now. Let's see if Logan can get this out and give the Blue Lions a chance to come up to bat. Called strike. Nice pitch. 3-1 count. 2 down. 3 runs in. I'm Dave Woolever, Randy Young with you. Fayette County Youth Sports on this Tuesday. That one high fly. Miller catches it in the outfield, and that will end the inning. So in that inning, there was a total of 3 runs. They do it on 3 hits. There was an error, and there was no one left on base. After half an inning, it's Huntington 3, Washington Courthouse coming to bat. You're listening to Fayette County Youth Sports here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communication.
Every journey is unique. Right now, students living in 36 Southwest Ohio school districts can explore over 30 hands-on programs offered across 4 Great Oaks campuses, including Laurel Oaks and Wilmington. These extraordinary opportunities for high school juniors and seniors are tuition-free and feature state-of-the-art labs designed to prepare students for whatever comes next. Pursue your passions, play to your strengths, discover your greatness. Great Oaks. Visit greatoaks.com.
Bottom of the first inning, Washington Courthouse coming up to bat. Things leading off will be shortstop Hayden Osborne. Batting second will be the left fielder, Bryson Heath. Batting third baseman Sam Lotz batting cleanup will be the catcher. Gavin Kaufman batting fifth will be the center fielder, Will Miller. Batting sixth will be Cooper Robertson, the first baseman. Kylan Eskins, second base, bats seventh. Landon St. Clair, right field, bat eighth. And Logan Clevenger, the pitcher, will be batting ninth. Again, it'll be Osborne, Heath, and Lutz. Then Kaufman, Miller, Robertson, and then Eskins, St. Clair, and Clevenger. Well, I tell you, about 3 hours ago, you thought this place was going to have a downpour and we were going to be canceling this game. And what a gorgeous afternoon this has turned out to be. Well, Dave, we figured we've had at least 6 cancellations or started the game and got rained.
Sounds about right.
I mean, this last couple of weeks has just been unbelievable. If things work out, we are going to try to do the Monday sectional tournament game with Washington Courthouse. We're working on some final details, so hopefully we'll be able to announce that here in the next day or so. So even though this is our last regular season game, we're hoping to at least get to do a tournament game on Monday if it works out. Trace, of course, is going to be playing down at OU, so I don't know. I know I've talked about trying to maybe go on the road and do these games, but I don't know if we're going to be able to pull that off or not. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, Osborne will be up to bat as we get things started. Braden Elliott, the lefty, doing the pitching duties. Misses with the first pitch. Down low for a ball. Courthouse softball tomorrow in action. That one's high. Trace girls lost a tough one last night. Down 4-0, came back, tied it up at 4-4. And then Uniota with a walk-off single with 2 out in the bottom of the 7th wins 5-4. 3-0 count. Livers caught the high outside corner for a called strike. Heath on deck. Oh, I think Aiden was ready to take off, and the official said, hold on there, son. I think we're going to call that a strike. Okay. So full count. Delivery. Misses low, ball 4. So Osborne will draw the walk.
Number 3, Bryson Heath.
Bryson Heath will be up to bat, the left fielder.
Champagne poetry.
Kind of a tradition Blue Lions batters have started over the years. A little music when they come up to bat. Squares the bunt beautifully to Elliott. He fumbles the ball, throws it to first. It's going to be a wide throw. Osborne quickly goes down to third base. And Heath will be standing at first. So Heath will reach on a throwing error by the pitcher. And Osborne goes to third base. And so Courthouse quickly have runners on the corners. Sam Lott's up. Another left-handed batter. Sam was out for a couple weeks with injuries, but he's come on pretty strong here in the last couple games. Need his bat and his defense. First pitch. Called strike on the corner. You look at the Blue Lions offense, they're averaging around 3 to 4 runs a game. They've had some games that have been almost double digits, but they've been a lot of close games. Called strike 2. We was talking here in the press box about some of the games that they had a chance maybe to win, especially in the league, but just didn't work out. So hopefully with a 3-game winning streak, and hopefully come back in this one, get him some momentum going to West Jeff tomorrow night, and then the tournaments. Throw, it's over the catcher's second baseman's glove and goes out of bounds. Checkett's a shortstop, so Osborne will get an unearned run as Heath will go to second. That's going to be an E6. So 2 errors already here in this inning, and a 1-2 count. Sam knocks it off to the behind the dugout, behind home plate, excuse me. So Elliott sets, runner in, runner at second. Swung and a miss, strike 3. So going down swinging is Lotz.
Now batting number 1, Gavin Kaufman.
That's first out of the inning, and now bring up catcher Gavin Kaufman, batting cleanup today. Another right-handed batter for the Blue Lions. Trying to see if he can cut this deficit down a little bit. It's already 3-1. Comes a delivery, high for a ball. Will Miller, center fielder, on deck. Just outside, missed. 2-0. Oh, look up, and I see a new face. That's the next Blue Lion? Okay, Aiden's nephew. Okay, we got a little one here in the press box. How old is he?
9 months on the 17th.
9 months old. I could say I remember those days, but I don't. I'm pushing 68 next week, so I don't think I'm going to remember being a baby. But he's a cutie. Elliott sets, gets ready for the delivery. Ooh, inside for a ball. And now Elliott finds himself down 3-0 to Kaufman. Another pitch inside. That's ball 4. So, second walk given up here. The first 4 batters.
13, Will
and
Miller.
with runners at first and second base, Will Miller, the center fielder, at least in this game today. Of course, usually does a lot of his duty work on the mound. Short lead, both first and second for the Blue Lions. Squares the bunt, pulls out, sights the last second, see if the ball will go through, and it does, and it's outside for a ball. Miami Trace down at Jackson today, final league game for the 2025 season. That one caught the inside corner. 1-1. Of course, Jackson already, after their win Friday, has already won the league outright. They're going for yet another gold baseball. Trace has already clinched second. Courthouse is tied for third in the league at 5-5 after their sweep of Hillsboro last Friday. 1-2 count. Elliott cleanses back to second, comes home with the pitch. That one's fouled off. Stays 1-2. Huh? Yeah. That one is fouled off, out of play. Yeah, I saw a picture on Facebook about, on my account, I'll tell you, Dave, around 4:30 or so. And, huh? Yeah, yeah. Said it looked really nice, and so we'll keep an eye on that one. That one's down the dirt, gets by the catcher, but he alertly finds it. So good defense there by Lowry. Nobody will advance. Everybody stays put. So again, Heath at second and Kaufman at first. Again, we've only got one out here in the bottom of the first inning. A 3-1 ball game. Caught strike right down the middle. So there's two down. Both of them come via the strikeout.
Cooper Robertson.
So Cooper Robertson, first baseman, is now up to bat. Let's see what Coop can do here. It's a two-way here in the bottom of the first inning. Called strike by Elliott. Boy, you sure like to, if you're Courthouse, you'd like to see get another run or two here before the inning ends. I mean, you'll take the one run, but you're already down 3-1. Whoa, solid shot back to the catcher. Elliott, quick throw over to first, and that ends the inning. Well, that didn't take too long of a time. He did it on the second pitch. So in that inning, there was one run. It was unearned. There was no hits, believe it or not, and there were two big errors. And so after one complete, our score, it's Huntington 3, Washington Courthouse 1. You're listening to Fayette County Youth Sports here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communication.
Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center has been a part of serving the automotive needs of Fayette County and the surrounding area since 2001. From tune-ups, brakes, oil changes, heating and air conditioning systems, engines, and more, Jim Van Dyke's can work on all models, both foreign and domestic. Our goal at Jim Van Dyke's is to provide superior quality automotive service and repair in a friendly environment and in a timely manner while building a trusting friendship. You can stop by the shop at 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, Washington Courthouse, or call 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000, or set up an appointment on their website at jimvandyke.com.
Go to the top of the second inning for Huntington. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 in the batting order. Long, Barr, the DH. Long is the second baseman. And Beardsley, the right fielder. Set the defense for Washington Courthouse real quickly for you. Down at first base will be Cooper Robertson. Second will be Kylan Eskin, Shortstop will be Aiden Osborne. Third base, Sam Lotz. Out and left, Bryson Heath. Center field, Will Miller. And out in right field will be Landon St. Clair. Of course, catching will be Gavin Kaufman. And on the mound for his second inning of work will be Logan Govender, who struggled a little bit in that first inning, but hopefully now kind of gets settled down a little bit as he heads into the second. Chad Carroll, the manager for the Huntington team, he picked up his 100th career win back on April the 17th against Paint Valley. He's added 4 more since then, so my math at Circleville was 104. 104. We're 104, Dave. Is that what you taught the courthouse?
Something like that.
Okay, well, we're in good shape then, bud. First pitch to Alex Long is side for a ball. I'm doing dirt for the ball. 1-1 count. Let me see here real quickly if I can find some stats on Alex. He's a freshman, 214 batting average, 5 RBIs so far this season. Again, Huntington coming in at 10-8 overall. 4th in the SVC at 6-7. Uniota's 13-0. Zane Trace right behind him at 12-1. Called strike. Westfall, who Courthouse played just last night, is 8-5 and 11-7 overall. And then Huntington. So Courthouse could get a chance here to get some big wins if they can come back and win this contest. But right now, they got their hands full, down 3-1 to the count. Here's the delivery. Swung on. Slow grounder. Osborne picks it up. Coop got it. 6-3. 1 down. I'll bring up now the designated hitter, Cole Barr. Another senior member for the team, 222 batting average, 3 RBIs.
Go 2-3. Base runner.
Comes delivery from the right hitter. Another sharp hit. Aiden again. Got Cooper. Had stretch on that bad boy, but he got it out and into the glove and makes it 2 down. So Aiden's probably saying, hey, just have him hit me. I'll take care of you, okay? So 2 down. I'll bring up number 9 in the batting order. That'll be Gabe Beardsley. Beardsley has not had a chance to get a lot of bats. So rare start for him. Oh, nice shot down the line, but a running race to the base, and Cooper gets him on unassisted. So with that, a 1-2-3 inning. That's the way we want them, right? If you're Courthouse. So no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. And after 1.5, it's 3-1 favor of Huntington here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communication.
You have the power to protect your children against serious diseases like measles, cancer caused by HPV, and whooping cough. Vaccines work with your child's natural defenses to help them safely develop protection from diseases. Fayette County Public Health is offering childhood immunizations by appointment. Late appointments are available. For more information or to schedule, call 740-335-5910.
All right, we go to the bottom of the second inning, 7, 8, 9. I just said that, didn't I? I did, because that's what Huntington was. But this time it's Courthouse. Eskins, St. Clair, and Clevenger. Second base, center fielder, pitcher. Set the defense for you real quickly for Huntington. Carson Smith, the sophomore, is at first base. Alex Long, a freshman's at second base. Seth Throckmorton, the senior, is at short. Frankie Hirsch, another sophomore, is at third. Matthew Jordan, senior, is in left. They've got McDonald at center field. He's a freshman. Troy is his first name, of course. And Gabe Beersley, another senior, is out in right. Landon Lowry, the sophomore, is behind the plate. And as we mentioned, Brayton Everett, senior, is on the mound. As I mentioned, Huntington's got 8 seniors on their roster. That's a little high number sometimes. One of the reasons Coach Carroll trying to make sure he gets his younger fellows in there and also prepare them for tournament time coming up next week. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I forgot to look. I'll have to look during the inning or something, see who they play. No score, top of the third between Jackson and Miami Trace. We'll keep you up to date on that one throughout this broadcast. 1-1 count. Kyle at second base today. Nice shot there. Center fielder gets underneath it, and there's one away. So long fly ball to center field.
Now batting number 5.
And they'll bring up Landon St. Clair. Landon out and right today. Doesn't he usually play left? Landon?
Yeah. With Bryson and Will being able to play the outfield, that team moving from the right.
Okay.
Bryson playing left and Will playing.
Okay. Swung on. And right at the first baseman. And just like that, we got 2 down.
Now batting number 15, Logan Clevenger.
Logan Clevenger is now up. Pitcher.
Carol Halliday says, "We appreciate you, Randy."
Well, thanks.
Somebody ought to.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's nice to hear from the listeners.
So I will second that motion because the station would not be what it is right now without Mr. Randy Young, sports guru.
I don't know about that.
I know about that. And I'm your boss, so you got to listen to me.
Okay. Okay. That one's outside. 1-1 count. 3-1 is your score. Huntington leads. We're in the bottom of the second. Slow grounder in the second. Throw over to first. Got him, and that's the inning. Well, it didn't take too much. And like the top of the second, ditto for the bottom of the second. 1-2-3 inning. We go to the third inning. Our score remains Huntington 3, Washington Courthouse 1, as you are watching Fayette County Sports here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communication. S&D Family Tires, located at 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse, remind you that you'll find top brand name tires right in their showroom. Steve and his staff can offer you a wide variety, including Bridgestone and Cooper. You'll find an impressive selection of premium wheels and tires for your vehicle. S&D Family Tires offers mounting tires for $12, balancing tires for $12. They offer rotation, alignment, and so much more. Call for an appointment or stop by. Give them a call at 740-313-7425 or stop by 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse. Open daily 8 to 5, Saturdays 8 to noon. All right, we're going to the top of the third inning, and we go to the top of the order. Throckmorton, McDonald, and Jordan. Throckmorton walked and then scored a run. His first time up to bat. So Logan Clevenger settled much better that second inning, David. Settling down, going 1-2-3. Hopefully that will be a good confidence builder for him as he faces this roster second time around. I'd like to remind everyone that we'll know. Hope we should know by tomorrow for sure, but I would say we're probably about 80% sure we're probably going to do the tournament game on Monday with Courthouse. We just got a few little T's to cross and I's to dot, but as soon as we get that done, we'll put that on. As far as away games, I don't know. Part of me would love to do some away games, but we'll just have to kind of wait and see. We've had so much problem with Wi-Fi this year. We were told that some folks out at Miami Trace that they're going to try to work during the summer to get the outdoors, the baseball and softball fields fixed up so that next year we can actually get games on, which would make us very, very happy. Yeah, it didn't hold up. Swing and a miss for a strike. Throckmorton was not able to stop his momentum from going through. And for Logan, that's good. Get it off, get a strike right off the bat on the first pitch. This one swung on high in the air and getting the beat on it. And it is caught and it is good. And that's Heath in left field. So with one away, I'll bring up Troy McDonald. McDonald also walked back in the first inning and went to second on a wild pitch and scored on an RBI single by Elliott. The check out, he got an RBI on Jordan. Ball one. Comes to the right with the delivery, slow grounder, quick throw, got him, 2 down. Good play there by Kylan. So with that, we go to Jordan of Huntington. Matthew, the left fielder, had an RBI single his first time up. Clevenger sets, delivers, swung on, foul. Decent crowd here today. But we're glad you're tuned in. Well, got him on the left shoulder, so hit by pitch. First time that's happened today. And so with that, that puts a runner on, and that will bring up Braden Elliott, the pitcher, who had an RBI single his first time up. So with 2 out and a runner at first base after being hit, first pitch. Ooh, just missed. Oh, my goodness. I think I'd want that one back again. That might have been a strike the second time around. That one's outside. Runner goes. And Kaufman lurchly just says, I'll just go ahead and give him the stolen base. So that's what we'll do him as well. So stolen base there by Jordan as Elliott will step back in with a 2-0 count with 2 out and runner at second base here in the top of the third inning, a 3-1 Huntington lead. Good play there by Kaufman, knocking it down. Runs the count to 3-0, and again, we're going to need a big strike here or let him hit the ball to somebody. Comes a delivery. Ooh, that just missed. Ball 4. So we got 2 runners on. 1 hit batter, and now via the walk. That will be the 3rd walk given up in the contest by Logan. And manager Bragnese will come out and talk to him, try to get him settled down with 2 out here in the inning. And that's going to be it. He's done. They decided they're going to make the pitching change. As Brian says, we're going to have to keep this one as close as we can. So there's a timeout on the field with a pitching change. So we'll be back and we'll tell you all about it right after this. You're watching Fayette County Youth Sports here on WCHC.
Turf Supply Company has been serving the equine industry since 1966. We carry a complete line of 100% natural horse tail hair and mane hair. Bulk horsehair is sold in half-pound and 1-pound bundles and is available in blunt cut or natural tapered. The hair can be used to make horsehair extensions, pottery, sculpture, braiding, and jewelry. We are located in Central Ohio, and we can ship to most states in 2 to 3 business days. Please call us at 740-335-1641 or visit us at mmhorsehair.com.
Now pitching for the Lions, number 3, Bryson Heath.
Bryson Heath will be doing the pitching now in relief of Logan Clevenger. And I believe that is Conte Tyree will be the left fielder. At least that's where, from right here, that looks about right. Official must be hot. He's wiping his brow off. Sweating there a little bit. This has really turned out to be a fantastic day, though. I don't think anybody can complain. Now, Dave, if you turn around and look in the back and see clouds up, I'm going to be upset with you, buddy.
Well, there are some, but I don't think they're looking like rain clouds.
Okay. I think they're calling for maybe a little more rain, but it'll be later tonight. All right. So Heath is on the mound now in relief. First pitch outside for a ball. So for Huntington, they've got runners at first and second. There's 2 out here in the top of the 3rd inning in a 3-1 ball game. Swung on a miss, and nice catch with the right fielder for the Blue Lions, and that being Landon St. Clair. And with that, that's going to wrap up the inning. But in that inning, there was no hits, no errors, 2 men left on base. So after 2.5, it's still Huntington 3 and Courthouse 1. You're listening to Fayette County Youth Sports here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communication.
The Fayette County Veterans Service Commission offers services ranging from claim submission, emergency financial support, memorial affairs, and transportation to and from VA doctor's appointments. We're here to help. Call us at 740-335-1610 to see how we can best service you.
Back here at Washington Courthouse, we are underway in the 3rd inning Action. Huntington from the Cider Valley Conference against the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions. Of course, members of the Frontier Athletic Conference. Courthouse is scheduled to play host to Logan Elm on Monday at 5 o'clock. Whoever wins would then play Fairfield Union. Well, Courthouse has already lost to Fairfield Union 21-12 at Fairfield Union. And Logan Elm, I believe, lost twice to Fairfield Union. But let's get the first game done. We'll go from there, right, Dave?
Oh, yeah.
So, like I say, we're about 80% sure we'll be doing that game Monday night. Logan Elm and Courthouse, again, we'll make the official announcement either tomorrow or Thursday for sure. Get all the T's crossed and I's dotted. So we already mentioned Miami Trace got a first-round bye, so they will not play until the quarterfinals down at OU. And, of course, the way that Division III set up, whoever comes out of the Southeast has to play the winner of the East Regional, and East District, I should say, and then the winner of that would go on to the regional. So a little bit more complicated in the tournament draw.
Number 22, Aiden Osborne.
So we get things started off. Aiden Osborne, who walked and scored a run, the only one so far for Washington Courthouse. Pitcher Bryson Heath, and then third baseman Sam Lotz is scheduled to bat here to lead things off in the bottom of the third, and a 3-1 ball game in favor of Huntington. First pitch down the pike for a called strike. Elliott, the lefty, comes in with another pitch. This one misses, though, on the corner outside. Runs it at 1-1. That one misses. Almost same location. 2-1. Comes to delivery. That one's high. Ball 3. So, Aiden's one pitch away from drawing a walk to lead off the first inning. Let's see what happens here. Elliott delivers. That one swung on. That's hit high in the air, and the left fielder will take a couple steps back, makes the catch, and there's one away.
Now batting number 3, Bryson Heath.
That would be Matthew Jordan for Huntington. Heath is now up to bat. He reached on an error by the pitcher and then went to second on a throwing error by the shortstop, but then was stranded. So 0 for 1 day for him so far. That one swung on and fouled out of play. That was down in the dirt a little bit. Good foot movement there by Heath. Got that right foot out of the way at the last possible second. That misses. Ball 3. So, 2-1 count. I think I said 3-0. I apologize. It's 2-1. They go to the base umpire, and he said, yep, you went around. So we got the familiar 2 balls and 2 strike count coming up. One away here in the bottom of the third inning. Time called. That misses for a ball. Sam Lutz on deck for the Blue Lions. They're trying to get something going here in the bottom of the third, already down 3-1. Trying to scratch together some hits here. That missed. Ball 4. So, with one out, Heath will draw a walk. I'll bring up Sam Lotz, third baseman. Struck out his first time up to bat. Sam batting left-handed against the left-handed batter. Or pitcher, I should say. Quick throw to first. Heath gets back quickly. That one's fouled off. Congratulations to Jeff Smallwood, new girls basketball coach at Miami Trace. We have a story on our Fayette 43160 Facebook page and as well as on fayettecam.org on our website. Very popular fella. I think I posted it. Within 2 hours, we had almost 100 likes and stuff. That one's a good shot there. That's down the line. That was rolled all the way to 320. They're going to send him. Here coming in, and it will be Heath. And going in with a stand-up double and a big one is Sam Lotz. He pulled that bad boy right down the line and picks up a big RBI, and that now makes it 3-2 as Heath scores. Nice shot by Sammy Lotz. Now Gavin Kaufman is up. Well, you know the old saying, Dave, hit him where they're not. There was nobody down that left field line, and he was able to get the ball to drop in. Good play. That one swung on, high in the air, and over by the Huntington fans. Goes down as a long strike. Just misses outside corner. Ball and a strike with Lights at second base and one out and a run in. 3-2 ball game. Swung on a miss for a strike. So he went down fishing on that bad boy and missed it. So 1-2 count now, coming up to Kaufman. Will Miller's on deck. Lotz, about an 8-step lead off second base. That one swung on, again, fouled off. Count remains at 1-2. Courthouse is scheduled, as far as the one I've got, to play at West Jefferson tomorrow. No, Thursday. Or is it Wednesday? Thursday, okay. Thanks, Seth. I couldn't remember if it was back-to-back nights or if there was a night between. Swung a miss. Strike 3. So 2 away. And that'll bring up Will Miller.
Will Miller.
Miller struck out his first time up. If I remember correctly, we did the West Jefferson Courthouse game last year here at Courthouse. The Rough Riders. Swung a miss. I think West Jefferson State ranked in Division 5. So it'll be another 6. Yeah, you're right. So it'll be another big game for the Blue Lions going on the road. And gets by the catcher. So a pass ball, and going down to third base will be Sammy Lutz. So, lots at third, 2 out, 1-1 count. Will can pick up a big RBI here if he can get this ball past the infield. Called strike. Caught the outside corner. 1-2 count. Lefty with the delivery. Ooh, just missed. High. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Elliott with the delivery. Swung on a miss, and again, out of play. So it remains a 2-2 with 2 outs and a 3-2 Huntington lead here in the bottom of the third. Comes a delivery. Just missed. And Huntington fans did not like that non-call by the umpire. They were not happy. Comes the delivery, swung on. Chopper shortly to the pitcher, and they got him. Oh, my goodness. Wow, a bang play there. It looked like Miller had a chance to get it, and it was a last-second toss, 1-3 if you're keeping track on that one. And, of course, the run does count coming in, and so it's tied up. So in that inning, there was 2 more runs. There was 1 hit, and there was nobody left on base. So we've got 3 in the books. It's all tied up at 3-2 now. Is it 3-3 or 3-2? Huh? That rain doesn't count. Okay, so it's 3-2 in favor of the Blue Lions. We'll be back in a moment right here on WCHC.
As you plan your elective surgeries, remember that the best rehabilitation is right here locally at Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse. With physical, occupational, and speech therapy 7 days a week, our teams can get you back to enjoying life. Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor, sister facilities with a family feel.
Well, we're back here at Washington Courthouse. It's 3-2. Just want to make sure I get that clarified there. Had a momentary lapse in my brain, which happens every once in a while, Dave.
It's been a long week.
It's been a long week. And it's only Tuesday. Mm-hmm. It is Tuesday, right?
Yep.
Okay. I want to make sure we had the right day. All right, we go to the top of the fourth, 3-2 lead. Hirsch is up to bat. Third baseman for Huntington. Swung and missed for a strike. That's why I need all you guys up here in the press box to keep me straight. Off-speed pitch. Strike. Quickly. Down 0-2 with Long and Barr on deck. So Huntington with all 3 runs in the top of the first. Courthouse came back with 1 in the bottom of the first and 1 in the bottom of the third. That's where we're at, 3-2, as we head into the 4th inning. Bryson Heath has pitched a third of the inning so far. He's facing his second batter in relief of Logan Clevenger, who went 2 2/3 for a couple hits, hurting. Osborne bobbles the ball, and I'm going to give him an infield hit. Okay. I'm going to tell him you said that then. Mr. Osborne says an error, so I'm going to put air down there. He can take it up with Aiden later. So another error for Courthouse. That was a slow grounder and then could not get it out of his glove. Quick throw to first by Kaufman. Not in time. Get it down to Coop. One-0 count to the batter, Long. Squares the bunt, backs out. Ball 2. Now Heath steps off the mound. Now everybody steps back in. Now a quick throw to first. Robertson had to really dig that bad boy out, and runner gets back safely. That was a close one at first base. Bryson trying to keep the runner as close as he possibly can. Squares the bunt. Back to the mound. Nobody at second base. They get the throw to first. I'm not sure what happened there. They didn't get second base covered, so Hirsch will go on down to second on the sacrifice. Longwood will be out 1-3. So with one out and a run at second base, I'll bring up Cole Barr, the DH, batting for Carson Smith, the first baseman today. So one down, runner at second base. Well, he steps off the rubber again. Trying to get a little composure here. He sets. That one's good hit down the line, third base, and everybody's going to be safe. So an infield hit there by Bart. Excellent job bunting that ball down the third base line. Going to third will be Hirsch. So with one out, and we got runners on the corners, and I'll bring up Gabe Beardsley. Beardsley grounded out, or I should say he lined out. No, yeah, he grounded out to the first baseman, Robertson, back the second inning. I remember that now. So this is a ground out. Quick throw to first. Set, pitch out. Kaufman looking just to see if anybody's going. Everybody took about 3 or 4 steps and then decided, we'll stop. Now Kaufman is calling signals to Heath, which I have no idea what that meant, but that's okay. Again, Heath steps off the mound, glances toward first, now gets back on the pitcher's mound. Now bluffs a throw to third and then spins and stays if nobody moves at first. Now they're getting a little bit too fancy here, maybe. You got 2 out. You got runners on the corners. Check out. You got 1 out. And that's a strike. So a ball and a strike. 1 out, runners on the corners. Bottom of the 4th inning, in a 3-2 Huntington lead. He sets, delivers. Again outside. 2-1. Time now called. Andrew Carroll talking to his batter.
Jackson's up 3-0.
Huh?
Jackson's up 3-0.
Jackson's up 3-0, we understand. A lot of screaming here, isn't there, David?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what's going on here? Fans getting into it. 2-1 count, 1 away, runners on the corners. Lots cheating in at third base, looking for the bunt. There's the throw down to second, and he's safe. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I thought that was a tag out, but no go. So Barr will get a stolen base out of that bad boy. Hirsch will stay at third. I'm surprised that they didn't have a double steal on that one. So the runner is safe. A 2-2 count with 1 out. Heath called strike.
He's out. He's out. You said 2-2. He's out.
He's out. That's 3.
Dude.
Yeah. Official finally recognized he had third strike. My goodness. So Beardsley goes down on strikes. We got 2 out, and we go back to the top of the order to Seth Truckmorton. Truckmorton has walked, scored a run, and flown out to the left field. Comes the pitch. Swung on! This one is going to go and making a catch in left field. The end of the inning. My goodness. That bad boy took a ride, but a good catch there. And I believe that's Tyree, and that will end the inning. In that inning, though, there was 1 hit, there was an error, and there was 2 men left on base. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Our score remains Huntington 3, Courthouse 2. You're listening to WCHC, Washington Courthouse Communications.
M&M Fasteners has been supplying quality fasteners across the United States since 1996. M&M supplies our customers with all types of fasteners, from standard nuts and bolts to specials per your prints. M&M Fasteners is a complete fastener importer and distributor that can custom tailor our services to meet your customer needs. Whether it's 1 part or 1,000 parts to be customized for a special job, M&M can thread, turn, mill, drill, and weld parts to meet your specifications. For details, call us at 740-335-1641 or see us at our website at mmfast.com.
All right, we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, and we got 6, 7, and 8. Robertson, Eskins, and St. Clair scheduled to bat here in this inning. Top of the 5th, Jackson's still up 3-0 over Miami Trace down at Jackson. And we'll see what the Blue Lions can do here. Cooper
Number 16, Cooper Robertson.
hit back to the mound for his first out. Starting to cool off a little bit, Dave.
Which I'm fine with.
Yeah, we're fine with that. We should be able to get this bad boy in. That one's fouled off. Strike one. That's 74 when the game started. Now it's 71 on my phone. So, still very pleasant. That one's fouled off. Strike two. So Robertson trying to get something going here, and he'll call time real quickly against Elliott. Now steps back in. 0-2 count to him. Lefty against lefty. Elliott taking his time. Now comes with the pitch. Swung and a miss. Strike three. Cooper runs down to first, but they throw him out, so it goes as a K, and there is one away.
Now batting number 7, Kylan Eskins.
4 strikeouts now for the pitcher, Braden Elliott, for Huntington against Courthouse. Next time, Eskin at bat. Kylan flew out, should say, to center field his first time up. Ooh, nice pitch. Comes in with it for a called strike. 1-1 count. Down third base, playing even. First base, and the other two infielders in the middle playing back. That was fouled off and out of play over by behind the dugout of Huntington. 1-2 count. So the Blue Lions down 3-2 would like nothing better get something going here in this inning. High. 2-2 count. Held up. So we got a full count now. Kylan, playing in St. Clair, is on deck. Missed. Ball 4. Yeah, Huntington fans complain a little bit on that call. So walk given up by Elliott. So St. Clair now up to bat. So runner on base with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. High and inside, quick throw down to first. Not in time. It's going to be interesting to see how many pitches these guys have thrown. It's been quite a long first 4 innings. Swung on, and that is out of play again. Ball and a strike. 1 out and 1 on, bottom of the 4th inning, 3-2. Huntington lead. Throw over to first, runner back. Comes the delivery. Swung on a miss for a strike. So St. Clair's behind the count 1-2 with 1 out and a runner at first. Swung on, and it's out play behind us. Just over by the soccer field. If you're familiar with the Washington Courthouse Outdoor Sports Complex, as they like to call it, David. It's a mouthful, though. Swung a miss. Strike three. And since there's a runner at first base, he's not going anyplace.
Jacob Hoosier.
So that brings up 2 outs. And Hoosier up to bat. Right, Seth? Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure I had the right guy. Jacob Hoosier, who came in during the pitching change, played left field, made a nice catch. His first time at bat. Batting the number 9 slot for Clevenger, went 2 2/3 inning earlier today. Called strike. Let her high. 2-1 count. Elliott, left-handed pitcher for Huntington, comes home with the pitch and gets a swing and a miss again. So here we go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at first. Swung and a miss, strike 3, and that is in. Yeah, inning.
Are you a new parent looking for support?
In the spring of 1991, my parents established the Summers Funeral Home to provide thoughtful, caring, and respectful services to families who are in pain from the loss of a loved one. This is Vanessa Summers, and we at the Summers Funeral Home continue our commitment to the community and treating everyone with the utmost professional care that we can provide. For more information on how we can better serve you in your time of need, please give us a call at 703-56078, or please feel free to stop by our office at 223 West Market Street, Washington Courthouse, Ohio 43160.
Okay, we're back here on the air as we go into the top of the 5th inning, 3-2 ball game. We're not sure what happened. The board just all of a sudden went on us. So, if you did miss it, Hoosier did strike out to end the inning, so there was no runs, no hits, 1 man left on base. So after 4 completed, our score remains 3-2 in favor of the Huntington Huntsmen over the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions. And we go to the number 2 batter in the order, McDonald, followed by Jordan, and then Elliott, as Heath will be on the mound once again. So he pitched 1 1/3 in relief. This one swung on. Hoosier, Miller. Hoosier got it, and he dropped it. And quickly rounding second, heading for third. There's the play, Lutz, and that gets by the third baseman, and he's going to hold up. So that will be an error on the left fielder. As Hoosier, I mean, he was tracking good speed there and almost had the ball, and then all of a sudden he just kind of popped out on him. So that goes down as another error for Washington Courthouse.
I'm just glad they didn't collide out there.
Yeah. Well, him and Miller both were going pretty strong at each other. So reaching on an error, and at third base is McDonald. Now bring up Jordan, who was singled, scored a run as an RBI, was hit by a pitch, and stole second base. So Huntington making some noise here. And this one is right at Lots. I mean, a line shot. Thank you very much. We'll take her. And there's one away. That's why they call it the hot corner. He took maybe one step to his left, and that was it. He caught it right in midair. Braden Elliott's now up. He's got a single, was forced out at second, and has walked. This one swung on. Also down to Lots. He's going to come home with a pitch. Now run down between Kaufman, and now it goes to Heath, and they tag him out. So a tag out. Meanwhile, all the way at second base will be Elliott. He'll reach on a fielder's choice to second, but a good play there. That will be 5-2 to 5 to 4 to 1. And that'll be second out. And if you want me to repeat that, I'll just say he got out. No, it was Kaufman to Lots, back to Heath, and he got the tag out after the runner slipped. So top of the fifth, and with two away, Lowry will be up. He's the catcher. He's reached on an error and has flown out to right field. So an 0 for 2 day for him. Quick throw back to second. Osborne. Oh, almost got the tag. Wow. That would have been a nice pickoff move, but unfortunately, the umpire says, nip, he's back. Heath, long, hard hit, but catching it will be Hoosier. Second good defensive play for him. And so in that inning, there was no hits. There was a big error, but no runs come in. So we go to the bottom of the fifth. Our score remains Huntington 3, Courthouse 2. You're listening to Fayette County Youth Sports here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communication.
Is your child transitioning from an infant seat to a convertible seat, or from a convertible to a booster seat? Is your family income eligible for WIC? Help Me Grow has a limited number of car seats available at no cost to families that live in Fayette County. A certified child passenger safety technician will teach you how to properly use the car seat for your child and how to correctly install the seat in your vehicle. This program is available to primary caregivers who cannot afford a safe seat for their child. Limit of 1 seat per child. Call Help Me Grow at 740-335-5111 to see if you qualify today.
Back here at Washington Courthouse Outdoor Sports Complex. Good defensive plays there by the Blue Lions, and that was able to keep them alive and keep a score from coming in after a big error out in left field that Hoosier almost caught. The ball popped out of his glove. So that's where we're at right now. Trying to find here something. I think it must be a D6. So, trying to find out where Huntington plays their tournament game, but got to have the right class. We've talked about numerous times this year. They went to 7 divisions for most of the major sports, and gives more teams a chance to, participate in championships and things like that. But Still.
Now batting number 22, Aiden Osborne.
Can be confusing a little bit. Okay, we go to the top of the order. Aiden Osborne will be up to bat. Huntington will play on the 20th at home against Chesapeake. And we already mentioned Logan Elman's playing Courthouse on Monday the 19th here. First pitch to Osborne for a ball. Aiden has walked, scored a run, and has flown out to left field. 3-2. Huntington leads. All their runs came in the first inning. Blue Lions added a single run in the first and again in the third. Since you're scoring every other inning, this will be a good time to add a run here or two, right? Osborne steps out. Elliott's still on the mound. Lefty sets. Missed outside, low for a ball. 2-1 count. Bryson Heath, pitcher, is on deck. Swung on, high in the air. This could be trouble. He got it. The left fielder, what a catch. My goodness. Him and the center fielder were in the gap, and he came up with a fantastic catch out in left center field. So good play there. You know, Matthew Jordan with the catch. That's his second one against Osborne he's had tonight. So Heath now up. He's reached on an air and has walked and scored a run. That was around the 365, 370 in the gap there. It's 320 down the left field line, 380 dead center, and 315 down the right field line. Called strike by Ratcliffe. Quickly, he's behind 0-2 in the count. Time called. Courthouse trying to keep this winning streak going. If they win, they would have 4 in a row going to West Jeff. Here's the throw from the shortstop, and little nip and tuck, but it was enough to get the out. So Throckmorton will throw out Heath. So 2 away. Brings up Sam Lotz, who's struck out and has hit a double with an RBI. And scored a run. First pitch down low and outside for a ball. Hit. Left fielder. And it goes into foul territory. So it'll go down as a long strike. Sam will have to come back all the way to the batter's box after a 1-1 count. Girls sectional draws, or I should say tournaments going on this week and early part of next week. Ditto for the boys. Don't forget, we'll post all that information on our Fayette 43160 Facebook page, as well as linked into the faycam.org Fayette Community Action website. Ball 2. Down the dirt. McDonald's will be doing their star of the game this Saturday. We'll be talking with members of the basketball teams and the bowling teams. So, handball 4. So, a walk, 2 out. Lotz will get a chance to go down to first base. Kaufman walks and strikes out. His performances so far, so 0 for 1. Meanwhile, Coach Hazel, and let's see what he's going to do here. Pinch runner. It'll be Tyree, the pinch runner for Osborne. So Tyree will pinch run. Swung on. This could go down the line. It is. This one rolls. It's going to be short. And Tyree really cranking it up. And he will be at third base. And going in with a double down the left field line is Kaufman. Good hit there. Hit that bad boy sharply and got it all the way down the line. So Tyree will go all the way to third. Kaufman's at second, and with 2 out, that brings up Will Miller. Now, conference going on between the players. Probably discussing, we're good. McDonald's nearby. Let's go over and get us something to eat after the game, right, Dave?
There you go.
Okay. Comes to delivery. High and outside. Will won our Star of the Game award back when they played Miami Trace, so we will have either him or another winner after this game. Swung on a miss for a strike. We'll do the spring Star of the Game. I believe it's June 14th. That's the tentative date we've got right now. That's in there for a called strike. Ooh. So Miller facing a 1 and 2 count with 2 out and runners at second and third. Lefty against lefty, and time now called. Comes to delivery. That's high for a ball. So we got deuces across the board again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. 3-2, bottom of the 5th. Redcliffe now comes home with a pitch. Swung on. That one is hit high in the air, and doggone it, the catcher. The ball was caught by the center fielder. I thought he had a chance to get that one to right a little bit, but it came up short, and that will end the inning. So in that inning, Washington Courthouse, no runs. They did on 1 hit. There was a big error, but they couldn't get anybody in. We go to the 6th inning. It's still 3-2 in favor of Huntington over Washington Courthouse. As you're watching WCHC, we're Washington Courthouse Communication.
Were you exposed to toxins or other hazards while serving our country? If so, please give the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission a call at 740-335-1610 to schedule an appointment. Let us assist you to get the benefits that you rightfully deserve.
Trying to keep you up to score on other games going on. Just checking. Uniota was up 7-0 over Greenfield tonight. The game ended early due to lightning. We're kind of familiar with that, aren't we, David? A little lightning and rain the other night. Last report we had was Jackson was up 3-0. 3-1 what? Top of the seventh. Okay. Thank you, sir. So Jackson's still ahead, 3-1, top of the seventh. Again, this will be our regular season finale as far as broadcasting. Again, we're leaning pretty heavy. We'll be doing the Logan Elm Courthouse baseball game on Monday the 19th. Again, we'll make an official announcement probably either tomorrow or on Thursday. And then we'll go from there and see what happens. All right, we go to the fifth inning. Hirsch, Long, and Barr. 6, 7, and 8 in the batting order. To Heath, who's pitching now in his third inning after coming in relief. Quick pitch, enter for a called strike, 1-1 count. Ball. Long is on deck. That one swung on high in the air and making a catch will be Hoosier. One away. Except for that little ball popping out of his glove that caused the error, he's had a pretty good game since he came in the game out in the outfield. I think that's his, second or third catch he's had tonight. Alex Long, the second baseman's up. He's grounded out to the shortstop and has flown out to the center fielder. So 0-2 for game him tonight. Second baseman for the Huntsman. This one's fouled off in the screen. Quickly, he's behind the count 0-2. Did he hold up? Checks the home plate umpire. Said, yep, he held up. So it's 1-2. Heath sets, delivers. Oh, nice pitch. Change up there, goes in for a called strike 3. That was a beautiful pitch there. So that's the second strikeout in the game for Heath, and with 2 down, Cole Barr is up, the DH. He's grounded out and has had a single down the third base line. Pitch is high inside for a ball. That one's outside. 1-1. Excuse me, 2-0. Now Barr wants time. Comes a delivery. Ball 3. So Heath's 1 ball away from losing this batter. So let's see if he comes home with the pitch and see if the batter will take. And that's going to be way inside. That's ball 4. So walk given up by Heath. And that will be his first walk he's given up in the game. And now up to bat will be Sean Davis, number 37. So he's going to be batting in place of Beardsley. So a pinch hitter, and again, it will be Sean Davis. Now we got a conference call here as Coach Hazel comes out once again. Meanwhile, Huntington is coaching staff is kind of talking between home plate and the pitcher's mound. Don't see that too many times. But whatever it was, everybody says, okay, we're done as far as talking about. Now we got a pitching change. All right. Didn't catch that, David. So a pitching change will be coming in, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. Stay with us right here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communication.
Do you have a warm heart and helpful hands? Make yourself at home as a member of our care team at Courthouse Manor and St. Catharines Manor of Washington Courthouse. We are looking to grow our family of employees with dedicated STNAs, LPNs, and RNs. Contact us for more information or apply online today at courthousemanor.com or stcatharinescourthouse.com.
Sam Lotz will now come in to pitch for the Washington Courthouse Blue Lions. They're still down 3-2. They got a runner at first base. And again, they're batting to Davis. He's batting in the number 9 slot as DH, or I should say as a pinch hitter. First pitch is a called strike. Next one outside to Kaufman. 1-1 count. So Lotz will be the third pitcher that Blue Lions are using tonight. 2-1. Swung on a miss for a strike. Davis batting .227 for the year. Has 7 RBIs. And never caught strike 3. So Sam didn't take too long. He threw 5 pitches, and that ends the inning. In that inning, no runs, no hits, man left. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Still Hillsborough leading 3-2 over Courthouse on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communication.
We should go bowl and have the best pizza in Fayette County tonight.
Ugh, I don't want to go to 2 places.
Well, we don't have to. The best pizza in Fayette County comes from the local pizzeria, Amori's Pizzeria, just inside Leal Lanes.
Really? No way.
Yes way. Come on in and grab a lane and the best pizza in town. Leal Lanes and Amori's Pizzeria, located right across from the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Call Leala Lanes at 740-335-2580 to order your pizza today.
Back here at the bottom of the 6th inning, still Huntington up 3-2. Again, they scored all 3 runs in the top of the 1st inning after a couple hits and some walks. Courthouse came back in the bottom of the 1st. got on base after a walk to Osborne, and later on, bringing him in was ground out by Robertson, and that made the score 3-1. And then in the third inning, RBI double by Sam Lotz scored Heath. We've had Logan Coventer go 2 2/3 inning, and we also had Heath go 2 2/3, and Sam Lotz just got the last out of the inning with a strikeout. Cooper Robertson is up to bat. Coop is grounded out to first and struck out. Gets on the first pitch. This one down the line and goes foul. And make the long walk back. That's in there for a called strike. So quickly behind the count, 0-2. Swung on and tries to pull that down the line, goes foul again. Don't forget, Saturday is the community day at the Fayette Commission on Community Action. Dave and I taped a series of interviews with a lot of folks. We start those tomorrow, Dave?
Yes.
Okay. We have about 8 or 10 people, and we'll air those throughout the next couple days to kind of give you a preview of some of the things that Community Action can do. And so trying something a little bit different this year is kind of a preview look, so we hope you enjoy that on WCHC. Slow grounder down to second, and just got him by a step and a half. Robertson goes down 4-3, and that will bring up now
Kylan
Eskins. Kylan has flown out to center and has walked. Second baseman for the Blue Lions. Goes for a ball. St. Clair is on deck. Lefty with a delivery. Called strike. As Elliott is in his 6th inning of pitching duties. Comes down the dirt for a ball. That one swung on. Deep in the hole. Quick throw over to first. And now, yeah, he's safe. So good play there. An infield hit by
number 5, Landon St.
Kylan. The first baseman had the ball, but when he went to swipe, the base runner was not able to make contact. So an infield hit there. So one out, one on. St. Clair up to bat. He lined out to the first baseman and struck out. Pitch, high and inside. Three-two ball game. Huntington with the lead. That one's called strike. Swung on right up the middle, and this gets by the second baseman. And, whoa, he better get back, and he does. That one, Kylan was kind of wide there at second base, and he quickly looked up. The center fielder got the ball back to him. So he quickly was able to get back to second. So back-to-back hits there by the Blue Lions. And that will bring up Hoosier, who struck out his first time to bat. Squares the bunt, called strike. Elliott sets, delivers. Again, a bunt and screen behind us, or it should say in front of us. 0-2 count quickly. Pitch on. Foul out of play. Courthouse has only had 3 hits in this game, 2 of them via the doubles. Caught strike 3. So going down, looking is Hoosier.
22, Aiden Osborne.
I'll go back to top the order to Osborne. So the strikeout to Hoosier, it's the second against him, and now 7 strikeouts in the game for Elliott, who has 5 walks as well, but again, he's only given up 3 hits. Double to Lotz, a double to Kaufman, and a single to Kylan Exton's. Check it. St. Clair's got a single too, so that's 4 hits. Runner goes. There's the hit. Hit and run goes. It gets by the first baseman. They're going to get a chance to tie this one up, and Courthouse has. And we got runners on the corners. A great hit and run called by Coach Yazel, and it worked. Kylan will score all the way from third base as St. Clair will be at second, and Osborne will pick up a big RBI to tie this bad boy up at 3 apiece. Wow, great hit there. So Coach Yazel pulling the old bag out a little bit to see if he can come up with something to be a little bit tricky, and it worked. So the third hit in this inning, and tying run has scored at 3 apiece as we're in the bottom of the 6th. And they'll bring up now Heath. Runner fixed going. Now there's the hit. It's high in the air, and the right fielder will make the catch, and that will end the inning. But the Blue Lions have been able to at least come back and tie this one up. In that inning, there was 1 run, there was 3 hits, and there was no errors, and there was 2 on base. We go to the 7th inning. Our score, Hillsboro 3, Washington Courthouse 3. As you're listening to Fayette County Youth Sports on WCHC, we're Washington Courthouse Communication.
Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center has been a part of serving the automotive needs of Fayette County and the surrounding area since 2001. From tune-ups, brakes, oil changes, heating and air conditioning systems, engines, and more, Jim Van Dyke's can work on all models, both foreign and domestic. Our goal at Jim Van Dyke's is to provide superior quality automotive service and repair in a friendly environment and in a timely manner while building a trusting friendship. You can stop by the shop at 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, Washington Courthouse, or call 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000, or set up an appointment on their website at jimvandyke.com.
All right, Dave reminded me this is Huntington and Courthouse, not Hillsboro. Sorry, Dave.
It's okay. Gotta be loyal to my blue, don't I?
Well, if nothing else, it at least catches the people's attention, like,
Yeah.
what'd Randy say? But it's Huntington. Dave's right, I had Hillsboro on my mind. They beat him twice on Friday, beat Westfall last night. And if they can come up with another run, we could have 4 in a row going to West Jefferson this week and heading into tournament play against Logan Elm on Monday. But that's got to get this one done first, right? So we go back to the top of the order. And Throckmorton, who has walked, scored a run, and has flown out to the left field twice. Sharp grounder, ball bounces off Lotz, throw to first, and he's safe. That's Heath was third base. It popped out of his glove toward Osborne, and throw was a little bit late, so we're going to give him an infield hit. Lotz is pitching. Quick throw, first. Not quite. 1-0 count. So Throckmorton with an infield hit and ball 2. And swung on, and runner going down to second base, excuse me. Throckmorton on the wild pitch. Now time called by Coach Carroll, Huntington, as runner kind of with his knee a little bit. I don't know if he pulled something or what, but Throckmorton says he's okay. Coach says he's okay, so I guess he's okay. McDonald will step back in with a 2-1 count. Now time called again. And now may have to bring in a pinch runner. I don't know. No, okay. He wanted to count 2-1. Of course, Seth, he could have told him that. All he had to do is look at the scoreboard. Turns around to throw it, and runner gets back. Probably lucky for him, for Lotz, because nobody was there. There's the pitch, foul off, and nice catch by in right field there. Beautiful play by St. Clair. Well, that was a beautiful shoestring catch in right field. So McDonald flies out to right. We have seen some really nice defensive plays by the Blue Lions tonight. So with runner staying at second, 1 out, they'll bring up Matthew Jordan, who plays left field for Huntsman defense. Caught strike. Three ball game, top of the 7th inning. Ooh. That just missed. Mercy. Sam misses. Runs count to a ball and a strike. Now veers, throws it, and goes into the outfield. And the runner will go down to third. So another throwing error by Washington Courthouse that opens up the gates to allow Throckmorton to get down to third base. It's going to be a throwing error on Lots. So stepping back in will be Jordan with a 1-1 count. Swung on a miss for a strike. Sam threw that little heater. He threw it like he was mad. He needs one more. He looked into Kaufman and shook him off, and then the batter, he walks back all the box and now steps back in. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. That one's going to be between short and third base. That's going to be in the left field. Huntington will take the lead at 4-3 with an RBI single to left field by Jordan. So a big hit there, and that puts now the Huntington Huntsmen up by a 4-3 score with one out and an RBI single by Jordan. And the pitcher, Braden Elliott, will be up to bat. He is singled, was forced out at second, walked, and has reached on a fielder's choice. So one away, and a run in, and a runner on. Lots hot inside for a ball. Delivers, swung on, high in the air, and this one goes out of play. Watts with the delivery. Got him, strike. 1-2 count. Delivers, swung on, miss. Out play again. Wow. Over 2 hours in length now. It's been a good one. That one's high. 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. High and inside for a ball. We got a full count. So Lots now will face the 3-2 count to his counterpart, Mr. Elliott. Sam sets, delivers, swung on. Osborne can't come up with it cleanly. That will pop into center field. So an error on Osborne, his second of the game. And we got runners at first and second base. And with that, Lyndon Lowry, the catcher, will be up to bat. Man, we take away these errors. This game would have been over with a few minutes ago. But that's the way you play it. That one's high for a ball. Delivers. Called strike. 1-1. So 2 on. 1-1 count to the batter, Lowry. And a run in with Huntington Lau leading 4-3. Swung on. Sharp grounder down to Heath. He bobbles the ball. He will step on third base. So he'll get at least the force out of Jordan, 5 unassisted. That'll be the second out. Elliott will go to second, and reaching on the fielder's choice will be Lowry. So Frankie Hirsch is now up to bat. He is flown out to center, reached on an error, and is flown out to left. So an 0-for-3 day for him. Quick throw back to second base. Runner gets back safely. So 2 down here in the top of the 7th. That pitch is outside for a ball. Alex Long, the second baseman's on deck for Huntington, unless Watts can get out of this mess here. That's one way of doing it. Get a strike. 1-1 count. Comes the delivery. That one's fouled off. And quickly, Lotz is ahead of the count, 1-2. So 1-2 count coming up from Lights. Right-hander sets, delivers. Ooh, just missed. Oh, here we go again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. And 2 on. Lights delivers. Oh, that one's high inside. As Hirsch kind of ducked a little bit. So we got a full count. Sam definitely does not want to get a walk here. Here comes the delivery. There's the hit. And it's an outside ball 4. So Lotz will walk. And we got the bases loaded. Elliott goes to third. Lowry goes to second. Hirsch draws a walk with 2 out. And that will bring up Alex Long. Long is grounded out, flown out, and has struck out. 0-for-3 day for him. And Lotz quickly gets ahead of the batter, 0-1. That's down the dirt for a ball. So bases are loaded. 1-1 count, 2 out, 4-3. Huntington leads Courthouse. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Lights with a delivery, swung on. Hits the barrel of the ball, bat, goes over to first, gets the out, and that ends the inning. In that inning, though, there was a run. There was a total of 2 hits. There was a big error, and there was 3 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Courthouse needs 1 to tie, 2 to win. They're up, or Huntington's up 4-2-3. Stay with us here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communication.
Every journey is unique. Right now, now, students living in 36 Southwest Ohio school districts can explore over 30 hands-on programs offered across 4 Great Oaks campuses, including Laurel Oaks in Wilmington. These extraordinary opportunities for high school juniors and seniors are tuition-free and feature state-of-the-art labs designed to prepare students for whatever comes next. Pursue your passions, play to your strengths, discover your greatness. Great Oaks. Visit greatoaks.com.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 7th. David's pretty easy. Score a run, tied up, we go to extra innings. Get 2, we win the game. Get none, you got a loss. So 2 of the 3 are at least decent, right? Take the tie or take the win.
Yes.
Man of many words.
Yep.
I love it. I just love how you just put it all in summary right now. This is it.
That's all we needed.
That's all you need. Oh, mercy.
So if I had another body up here running the rest of it, I'd be a little bit more talkative.
I understand, bud. It's going to be Lotz, Kaufman, Miller, and maybe more for Courthouse. You trail it by a score of 4-3 against Huntington. And it looks like we got a new pitcher in the game.
23, Sam Lotz.
So Gabe Beardsley is now the new pitcher. Remember, he left the game as a pinch hitter and now has re-entered the game as the pitcher. First pitch, swung on. Sharp grounder down the first, 1 down, just like that.
Now batting number 1, Gavin Kaufman.
So I'll bring up Gavin Kaufman. Gavin has walked, struck out, and hit a double. So again, they're going up against Beardsley in relief. Right-hander sets, delivers. This one's swung on. And this one's going to take a ride. And it is going to hit the fence. Could be, and it will be extra bases. And rounding, heading for third base. There's the throw. There's the slide. He's safe. Yes. A triple. Good play there by Gavin Kaufman. Yes, sirree. He took that bad boy for a ride, and it went all the way to the fence, and then he wasn't going to stop. And he turned it on super speed and slid into third base. And David, it looks like he was about 3 steps short of third base and still was able to get in there and get the slide successfully. Now brings up Will Miller. So the Blue Line fans are excited. The Huntington fans are complaining. So in other words, everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, I guess, right? Beardsley with the delivery. That one's fouled off. Huntington fans wanted the tag, and like I said, it looked like he slid, but he somehow got under the swipe and was able to get in there successfully. Gavin Kaufman now with 2 hits in the game today. Will Miller trying to keep things going here. A 4-3 ball game. Swung on and missed for a strike. And he's quickly behind 0-2 with 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cooper Robertson is on deck. Beardsley sets. Swung and miss. Strike 3. There's 2 down. Wow, big out there by Beardsley, getting Miller to strike out. And now puts the pressure on Cooper Robertson. Coop is grounded out, struck out, and has grounded out again. So he's 0 for 3 today. He needs to get the ball past the infield and get into the outfield and get that tying run, hopefully. And he fouls that one off. Strike one. Wow. How many times have we seen Courthouse get in this situation where they're just almost there and they need another one here. At least get a tie. Beardsley sets high and outside for a ball. So 1-1 count with 2 down, runner at third base. Beardsley in relief. Robertson at bat. Lefty swung on, and that is foul. And now he's down to 2 strikes against him. Beardsley looking in. Time called. Now Robertson steps back in again. Beardsley sets, delivers, swung on down the third base line. There's the throw across home base place, and it is out, and that will end the inning. A 5-3 on the last play. I thought at first that the third baseman might go home, but instead said, I'm going to throw it across, and then the first baseman stretched it out and in the game. In that game, it was in the half inning, it was no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. And, well, Huntington pulls out a 4-3 win over Washington Courthouse. We'll take a break. We'll have our post-game program, including our star of the game, coming up in just a few minutes. Stay with us right here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communication. S&D Family Tires, located at 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse, remind you that you'll find top brand name tires right in their showroom. Steve and his staff can offer you a wide variety, including Bridgestone and Cooper. You'll find an impressive selection of premium wheels and tires for your vehicle. S&D Family Tires offers mounting tires for $12, balancing tires for $12. They offer rotation, alignment, and so much more. Call for an appointment or stop by. Give them a call at 740-313-7425 or stop by 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse. Open daily 8 to 5, Saturdays 8 to noon.
Are you a new parent looking for support? Fayette County Public Health offers several programs to connect with new moms, dads, and babies to provide support for your parenting journey. Family Connects provides a nurse visit to support your family right after you come home with your new baby. The nurse can answer questions or address concerns you may have, and they can also connect you to any clinical or community support you need. If you would like regular support as you navigate your parenting journey and your child's developmental milestones, the Help Me Grow home visiting program may be a good fit. We also offer car seat checks, baby massages, and the WIC Supplemental Nutrition Program. Call 740-335-5910 for more information. Together, we can build stronger and healthier families. the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission, we do solemnly swear to proudly support all veterans of all branches across all generations. Please contact us today to learn more. 740-335-1610.
Well, final score, the Huntington Huntsmen win a big non-conference battle and snap Washington Courthouse's 3-game winning streak by winning by the final score of 4-3 with a winning run coming in the top of the 7th inning. In the line score, Huntington had 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. Washington Courthouse, 3 runs, 6 hits, but they committed a very costly 4 errors in the game. For Huntington, Jordan had 2 hits in the contest and scored a run. And I'm looking down here real quick. That's pretty much it as far as anybody with multi-hits. For Washington Courthouse, I had Gavin Kaufman with a double and a triple. I had Osborne with a single, Lotz with a double, and a single by Eskins and St. Clair. So that's how the hitting went. Lotz will take the loss, 1 in the 3rd inning. Winning pitcher will be Elliott with Beasley picking up the save in 1 inning of work. We come back, we'll announce our star of the game and wrap things up. Stay with us right here on WCHC. All right, we're back here at Washington Courthouse, and Dave and I have talked, and the star of the game will be Gavin Kaufman. Gavin had a big double and also a triple in that 7th inning. Unfortunately, could not get in to score, and picked up a double as well in the 5th inning. So our star of the game will be Gavin Kaufman. He'll join Will Miller when we do the Spring Sports star of the game in June. So for that, it's going to wrap it up for us. Our thanks to Dave and all our great community partners that have been with us all season long. Again, we are leaning pretty heavy. We probably will do it, but we just want to make sure we get all the T's crossed and I's dotted. But if it goes, we will have another broadcast Monday, Fayette County Youth Sports with Logan Elm at Courthouse in the tournaments. But again, we'll announce that either tomorrow or Thursday. Final score tonight, Huntington beats Washington Courthouse 4-3. For Dave Willever, I'm Randy Young. Thanks for joining us. Good night, everyone.